I think anybody that watched now 3 games that us and Green Bay played, you watched 2 teams that really fight and really play hard, and every game was a battle, and again, we weren't fortunate enough to come out on the top, but that's a credit to Link and his young men, and I knew coming on the road, we were going to have to come in here and be better than them, and there was just a couple parts we weren't, and that's the reality of this time of year. But if you were a college basketball fan and you were watching that game, if you weren't entertained, then something's wrong with you. And because those were 2 teams that were competing really hard, and both teams made mistakes, both teams made big plays, and we weren't fortunate enough to make a couple at the end.
What happened, I guess, in your eyes over that last 4 or 5 minutes where you guys were in control and all of a sudden they go on that 13-3 run to end the game?
Well, I think we had a couple wide open shots that didn't go in when we were up 6. I remember our Jamie being in the corner, Ferg drove it. We had worked the shot clock, and he's wide open from 3, doesn't make it, go down. We fouled. They shoot free throws, and it's hard to win when you only shoot 6 and they shoot 25, and because last time I checked, they were playing man-to-man too. But, and then we had a couple turnovers, but again, that wasn't so much the factor. I always tell people I'd rather be up 6 and they've got to make a run to get back in the game, and then we had our opportunities and the shot didn't go in for us.
What was the explanation, Steve, on the play? It looked like the player was sliding in front of your bench, timeout, they overturned the call, and you had to replay possession.
They said it was out of bounds off us. I couldn't see it, and I'm sure it was. Those guys have the videos, they have everything they need, so you would hope they don't miss it then.
Shooting percentage-wise, GB tonight shot better than most teams throughout the entire season, whether it was non-conference or conference. Did you feel like defensively you weren't on top of your game, or is that not at all what you saw? The shooting percentage really wasn't that big of a deal?
Well, what they had was Trevion Bell stepped up and made shots, because, again, to be a really good defensive team, what you try to figure out is, okay, here's their 1, 2, 3 scorers, and now we're going to make someone else make shots, and he did, and I give him credit, because Cohen's hard to deal with, McLeod's hard to deal with, so you've got to help on him, and you're going to give up another shot, and so it's part of playing the odds, and then he made a couple, and then we were coming at him a little bit, but you've got to give up something, and we were going to give that up.
You've seen all these teams a couple times now, GB 3 times this year. As GB heads to Detroit and plays a Wright State, do you feel like they've got a chance to make noise? Obviously, they're not going to be the favorite against them, but do you feel like they've got enough weapons to possibly make a run there?
Well, I think this, and if anybody's watched this league all year, the difference between any of the teams is so minute. If you can figure it out, you're better than most coaches. We're a team that had swept Wright State twice, and so I think there's no question they have an opportunity. Now you're going on a neutral court, and so the game changes completely. You're going in a pro arena. The stats show that people don't shoot it as well in a pro arena. Now, does Wright State pose different things? Yeah, because they've got a big guy down there that is hard to deal with, and they're playing really well. And so there's no question they've got a chance. I think everybody that ends up there has a great opportunity, and this league showed it all year. And my only regret and probably my only complaint was that I wish we'd had a couple more days before this game to be on the road and finish conference play on the road, get home late Saturday night and have to play up here on Tuesday. It's why I told my kids, I'm proud of them. We basically had to play 3 straight road games to end the year. And I thought they came in with the right mindset and put themselves in a position to have an opportunity to win. But that's probably my only complaint.
Disappointed by the loss, but when you look at what's coming back next year and the fact that you guys finished tied for 4th, are you excited about next year's prospects?
Well, I think when you look at where the UIC program was when I walked in 4 years ago, and then you start looking at the things, first time in 19 years, back-to-back double-digit wins in conference play. I'm not trying to change something that was just, maybe it took a couple years and went bad. I'm trying to change a culture that it hasn't been very good for quite a while. And I give these, those 3 junior guards, Marcus and Tarkus and Godwin, came to UIC when I was just selling them that we're going to get this thing better. And we have gotten better. I don't think anybody'd watch us and go, well, I remember. No, you got to go back a long ways to find a UIC team that looks like we look. And yet, I knew we lost 3 very good players off last year's team. And so it was going to be another trial for us. But I can't say enough about where I think we've gotten. Now our next thing is, and hopefully we're going to get the opportunity to play some more in one of the other postseason events. We don't have a senior on our team, and so I think those kind of things, you just keep building the culture of winning and practice and preparing. And so I think we've come a long ways in 4 years.